Hello guys, welcome back to a review, I guess. So this is going to be a little different because I don't really know a lot about this guy or a lot about Fortnite. I mean, I do play it sometimes, but I'm not a big fan of it. So yeah, let's get on with it. So this is Drift, I believe is his name. So yeah, this is Drift, and yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's start the review with taking a look at the box. So the box has a nice design. It's, the Fortnite font, and you can see the character from the game here and on the sides and up top. This side too. Some Lego stuff made by McFarlane toys. And whoa, sorry for this part. Yeah, here you can see the waves. So this is wave 1, this is wave 2, the current wave, I believe. And these two are, I believe they're just now being released. I don't know. Not really sure. I just got this like a few days ago. I can see McFarlane Toys logo here and Epic Games logo. 22 moving parts. We'll get on with that later on. Some promotion art for some roleplay toys. A sticker from the I forgot how to call it. Never mind, from the store, whatever. And how to connect with McFarlane Toys if you'd need, social media and mailbox, whatever. And yeah, it's a fine box. It's very good for collectors because you can just put the figure back inside. Except you see there in the back you can see a little bit of cardboard. Yeah, that's because the stand is kind of in a clamshell, which if you want the stand, so you need to take it out. So you have to rip open that clamshell thing on the back, but other than that, it's a fine box. So yeah, let's get on with the figure. Okay, so in terms of design, the figure is quite good. I mean, I like the design. Actually reminds me of Kakashi from Naruto. The skin, I mean, in the game, all the versions of the skin reminds me a lot of Kakashi, especially with this vest that is, red in the game, but it looks almost exactly like the Konoha vest, and he has this mask like the Anbu mask and stuff, and even when he's without the mask, he has the face mask that covers up half the face like Kakashi has, and he also has this band-aid on his left eye, which also reminds of Kakashi. Yeah, so that's just like backstory. Well, not really story, just like background. Never mind. Yeah, so this vest thing with the hoodie, this hoodie is made out of rubber, which I can see why it's good, but it's also a little bit bad because it's limiting the head which you can see with mine the glue came off, and I've only owned this for a couple days now, and the glue came off straight out of the box. I believe it's just like QC issues with mine, but beware if you want this. So yeah, but since the hoodie is the same part as the vest, it's very limiting, and the head cannot move left to right that much, or even up to down. Down he can, but up he really cannot. The mask looks really good though. Yeah, so let's get on with the articulation. So let's take him off the stand. Okay, so I'm not really sure how to do this because I'm holding the phone with one hand, so I'll show it with one hand, but it's gonna block some stuff. So the neck is on a double ball joint. Well, the head connects to the neck with a double ball joint. There is a ball in here and in the neck, so it has a lot of range, but the joint is really tight, and this rubber piece just makes it super limiting. So this had a lot of potential, but just lost. The neck is pretty much the same, just neck to torso. Yeah, so much like if you have a Marvel Legends Spider-Man, there's a butterfly joint here, but it's also not very giving. It's quite limited. I think also because of the white, the pink rubber thing. Yeah, but other than that, I mean, it has the potential. The hand can go up that far, bicep swivel, and a double elbow joint. The wrist joint is very similar to like NSH figure arts, swivel here, and a hinge. So you can pretty much have it in any position you'd like. There's a diaphragm and the waist joint, so you can like crunch and stuff, but again, the rubber, I mean, it's made out of rubber, so it wouldn't be so limiting like it would have been if this was a solid piece. Like if this was completely solid, no articulation at all in the torso. But thankfully this is made out of rubber, so it can do those things, but the rubber is so not flexible that it just doesn't really matter, because it just goes back to a straight stand pose, which is something. And this thigh joints, I don't really like them because it's kind of like Mattel's thigh joints. If I'll be able to, I'll bring one to show you, but yeah, so it basically just goes in and out like that, rather than like a ball joint would have, and it goes about this far up. It's not very far, and it goes not at all backwards, so yeah. Sorry about the voice, but yeah. A double knee joint, which is quite nice, and I forgot to mention, but there is a thigh swivel there. And the shoes are so weird, but the ankle joints, I mean, they're basically the same joints as here, but they're slightly more limited because of the boots kind of thing, and which is also the reason why a pivot is virtually impossible here. Like, you can do it, but it wouldn't be so good, you know. It wouldn't be very far. And then there's this, and you know, a toe joint, and that's it for articulation. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not the best I've seen. And due to the very limited range, I mean, as a person who had some military training, he can't really hold the gun well enough to shoot, you know. At least not in a way that is ideal. Like, he can't really hold the gun with two hands. I mean, you probably saw at the beginning, like, I tried to make him do it, but didn't really work. Yeah, so let's get on to accessories. So for the accessories, you have this unicorn floaty. I really don't know how to call that. This barrel-like, keg-like mallet, I suppose. This gun, which I really can't tell you what gun is this. I mean, it looks like a real gun, but still, you know, kind of weird colors. A tan gun. Yeah, and he has this stand, says Fortnite. The stand actually reminds me, like, when you begin the game, before you actually go in, like, the bus and stuff, your character, like, stands on this weird blue lighted thing. This reminds me of that. Yeah, so there's this mallet, which is supposed to be like a pickaxe thing. I'm mostly a free-to-play kind of guy, so I don't buy skins or, you know, special weapons and stuff. I mean, sometimes I buy games like with DLC, like I did with Zelda and other games, but you know, I don't see it really worth it for a game that is free and it's just like skins and not content that you can actually play. It's not like this game has a story, or not a real one at least. Yeah. So this is a backpack type thing, you know, it goes on his back. This is obviously a gun. And yeah. Okay, so final thoughts. This figure is decent, and if you really like Fortnite, it's for you. You should buy this. But if you don't and you just buy it because you want to, like, it looks cool or whatever, because some people do it, like I personally did this with this figure, which is very out of character for me. Like, I don't usually just buy things that I don't necessarily like. But again, it reminded me of Kakashi from Naruto, so I bought it. So I don't really regret buying this necessarily, but I can't say I recommend it for everyone. As in for a scale, it's around the 7 inches, so it's not the standard size. It's more like don't really know like what brand usually does like Select, like Marvel Select. They do that kind of size usually. Yeah, so articulation is not very good. I mean, it's enough. It's fine. It's just very limited. So it's kind of stupid to have so much articulation that you can't even use. And you can see even his hand just dropped. You know. Sorry for that. My computer just came back from the lab. So that's neat. Yeah, so as I was saying, this is a decent figure, not the best one out there, but if you want it, you can buy it. Like, I mean, I might even sell this one because I don't really like it, but my brother does, so maybe I will keep it. But if you do like want to buy this, let me know. Maybe I will sell it. Like, this is not conclusive, so do be certain of that. Be certain of uncertainty. Yeah. So that is about it, guys. And I will definitely see you guys later.